there is this concept of career risk, which is if you do something with Bitcoin, then you're at risk. But the inverse is starting to become the new norm, which is if you don't do something with Bitcoin, your career is at risk.
So we all watched the Bitcoin price have extreme volatility today, the day Donald Trump not announced, because we knew this was coming for months, but confirmed the April 2nd global reciprocal tariffs. Now, while this is signed today, it goes into effect on midnight. And this does seem to be the new normal. It's very interesting that we saw a bit of a fake out, Bitcoin pumping to around $88,700 above this downward trend line, which we've been following for about 3 months, and then immediately shooting down below it. And my stance on global tariffs are the same. Global tariffs are a tax, and tax on global trade in the short term suppresses global trade. It encourages countries to stick to themselves and not have the money in the system, but keep the money in their own countries. And less money in the system, in my opinion, is bad for risk assets. Now, you may make the case that Bitcoin is a hedge on the traditional system, and maybe Bitcoin will do great as all these countries now just put their own country first. Maybe that's rocket fuel on the Bitcoin price. That's an argument. But what I will say is altcoins, risk assets, it is worse for altcoins if there's less money in the system. So I think that's why we saw a risk asset like Bitcoin fake people out, but then immediately retrace. This is the normal we knew, that we have known about for the last 3 months. And what's interesting about this volume profile to the right is around, if you adjust this, this will adjust on its own. But around, if we just focus on the price point since this recent pump, around a $96,400, $500 Bitcoin is where the most transactions, the most buyers and sellers took place, meaning that's really a big resistance for this Bitcoin profile. Now, I would say the other big resistance is, and we can just see this, we don't even need the volume profile to tell us, but massive transactions also took place around Bitcoin around 68, I would say low $70,000 Bitcoin, high $60,000 Bitcoin. So what this means to me as a Bitcoin holder, and again, link down below if you want to follow along, there's also up to $8,000 in trading bonuses if you're trading here with referral code Altcoin Daily.